Jak jsi se skočila dolů? Jo. Žůžo, laboužo.
When she was younger, she would lay in the grass and stare at the clouds. And there she saw them. Elusive. Shifting faces. After a while, she could see the faces everywhere. In the trees, the mountains, caves.
Teď nevím, jestli to dobrý nápad. Se na to zaměřovat, bych to taky náhodou všude viděl. Je tam. Vidím ho. Zřejmě tě.
He's gone. He disappeared. Where did he go? You lost him. Where is he? Where did he go? It's all your fault. Belraven's song.
Ty hlasy jsou velice motivační.
Focus.
Opět si ho ztratil, hlupačko. Oj. Vidím to oko. Vidím to oko. Nemůžu spát před raní, tak jsem se rozhodl, že si kousek odehraju. Ještě vyjde ta dvojka. A on tam zase čeká. Zase tam na nás čeká. A zase se ozve jeden z hlasů. Zmizel ti, ty hlupačko. Jo. Hej, jsem tady. Pojď. Zase ti utekl, si hlupá. Jo. Zase ti utekl, si tak hloupá. Hloupá. Čili spíš, Romčo? Nebo co hraješ teď? To je správná ta otázka. Co teď hraješ? Ropu, jak k tomu došlo? Já mám tady bouřku. Bude pršet. Vajíčka a med, to je bomba.
I wonder, can you see the faces too? They're there, if you look for them.
Zatím ty tváře nevidím.
Mother? Senua, you have the sight. Just like I do. Once you can see into the underworld. The underworld and all the souls within it will see you. Don't be afraid when they speak to you. I will always be here to guide you.
Did you see her? That was her mother, Galina. She was a priestess, a healer. She taught Senua to see the weave that binds the world together. And it was beautiful. It was a time before the darkness. But when it did come, it first came for her mother. Senua still sees her face from time to time, hidden in the world. Like she's still watching over her. She misses her so much.
Tak děkuji, no, za takovou poctu. Cvagr ale hraje. Když jsme u toho. No tak ještě jednu hororovku, kterou jsem nehrál. Vždycky zapomenu. Jsem tady tehdy odehrál demo. Velice se mi to líbilo. Sice to musím překládat skrz mobilní telefon. Bo je to jenom English. Ale dobrá. Tak co? Je tady někdo? Nebo tady nikdo není podle zbarvení? na klávesnici to bude chtít vyladit. A věděl, že to nebude prča. Jsem se pěkně luftl. Děkuji.
There's another challenge.
She hasn't challenged Cert.
The Northmen say that in the beginning there was nothing but darkness. Bitter cold to the north, fiery hot to the south. They say the cold formed ice, which melted from the sparks from the south. The power of the darkness gave life to the dripping ice, and the first giant was born, and was named Ymir. The ice continued to drip, and the power of the void gave life to it, and it became a cow, whose milk fed the giant. That's right, a cow. Bet you weren't expecting that.
Aha. Takhle to tady vzniklo. To už mi to dává smysl. Byla temnota, nebylo nic. Byli tady obři. Jo, Gutovár tady byl. Ledový obři.
Surt, the fire giant has answered. He comes from a land older than mankind. And the Northmen call upon his flaming sword to raise their enemies to the ground. Find him, Senua, and spill his blood.
Takže tady byl první Kratos.
She found the wretched old fool on her way back from the wilds. An outcast, was badly burnt all over. She took pity on him, for he was not long for this world. Like her, who spoke of his own darkness. The Northmen.
Vlastně ne. První tady byli ledoví obři. Ušel Kratos. Narodil se Loki. Pak možná došli ti dinosauři teprve. A nebo oni tady vybudovali ty pyramidy. Hlavně postavili swingu. Odletěli. Pak se vrátili, zjistili, že to tady stojí za prd. Lidi tady sice uctívali jako bohy, ale oni pak odletěli a už se nikdy nevrátili. A jo, už to dává smysl. Tak kdo, teta?
Senua. We each walk these lands, gazing towards different horizons. Some of us further than others. Your father cannot see what you see, but there is nothing wrong with seeing the world the way you do.
Nebij mě, já jsem hodná holka. Bezbraná. Ty si troufáš na takovou bezbranou dívku, jemnou, romanticky založenou. Ježišmarja, ten mladý mě to ten mezerník ještě víc vymlátí, ale já ho zastřelím. To je to jeho editování v tom Fortniteu. První zničil mezerník a teďka si to hodil na S a D. Já mu říkám včera. Říkám, abys tu klavesnicu zničil, to bylo jenom, že
Them too, Senua?
Yes, I heard their screams, and I still hear them now.
Byla věta. Líbezný zápach spáleného masa. Wow. Já jsem tady trpěl. To ten Discord ukazuje automaticky, co hraješ? To tam, já ten Discord dnes nechápu, jak funguje právě. No, takže buď tam bylo, že hrajou Discord, Fortnite, anebo CS. Ale jednu chvíli hrál, mám pocit, i to i... Farming. CS-ko. Counter-Strike.
The path to Hellham is sealed to the living, but you already walk amongst the dead. Look towards the gate, and you will see that it has opened.
My tam byly nějaké edity v tom Fortnite, ne? To jenom potom člověk slyší jenom, že... Si budu muset koupit novou klávesnici. Ten mezerník je úplně kaput. Temnotou se nedá bojovat. Ne, já mám jednu klávesnici, sice mám tady dvě myši, jednu myš mám mladý, protože to mám jí za pár korun. On zatím nemá nějak cít k věcem. Ale klávesnici mám už společnou, no. Udělal jsem tedy chybu, no. No musel. On měl taky klávesnici pro sebe a na sebe pro hraní, ale on tam odrovnal mezerník tím, že si neumýval ruky. Takže mu pak přenechám tuhle a koupím si po výplatě. Udělám nějaký přes čásek a koupím si klávesnici nějakou pěknou do ručičky. Ona by byla ještě teplo, ale... Takže jo. Že finish, to vždycky když řekne, tak už tam ještě dalších 30. A jo, tahle hra se fakt líp hrala úplně. Na joysticku. Jak má ten jít? Jo, ze zadu pěkně, jo, to mám nejraději, ale... Jak to je?
It's nearly over. Finish it.
To by byla neměla zuby.
They can see your weakness.
Ne do kouta, ne do kouta, ne do kouta.
Behind you. Do it. You're close.
Finish. Už je spíš uzené maso, ale kouří. Utíkej, Foreste. A ty nejsi Forest.
Hell will not give you the answers you want. But you mustn't look away from the horrors it does offer. Because you cannot overcome
To je pravda.
suffering if you refuse to look at it.
Pokud to utrpení člověk nevidí, tak vlastně nejde.
What's happening? Where's the fire gone? Where's it gone? The fire's disappeared.
Ano,
It was everywhere.
oheň byla jenom iluze.
It was a trick. Maybe it was a test. So it's testing us. It's testing her. Why? Why would he do that? The fire giant is testing her. What is he trying to test?
Hlavně nesmím zapomenout jít do práce.
It was
Za
real. The
prdel.
fire was real. The fire. Cert is through there. He's waiting for her.
Marceli prostě nedala do práce.
How will she get through?
Vyhrála hru.
She'll need to find another way.
Truth, scent. Find your own path.
The Northmen tell this story. Before the earth was created, there was a world called Muspel. Because it was in the south, it was bright and hot, flaming, burning. Sparks that flew out from Muspel became the stars. Other sparks melted ice in the frozen world of Niflheim, creating the body of the first giant, Ymir. Muspel is one of the 9 worlds, and is now the land of the fire giants. And people from elsewhere cannot endure a journey there.
Tak to bude Merkur. Ten je blízko. Pro nás je to Merkur, no. Ten je blízko slunce, je tak rozžavený, že by tam fakt někdo nevydržel. Venus už je na tom lépe, protože má hustou atmosféru. A díky skleníkovým plynům odolává tomu záření. Že tam nemá takové teplo. Takže to bude Merkur.
Another gate. Another gate.
She needs to find it.
Another fire sacrifice.
Another fire
Another
sacrifice.
sacrifice.
It's too far.
She'll never find it. She'll never make her way back.
She needs to remember the way back.
What happens when she finds it? Remember.
Everything will burn.
Concentrate on where you're going. She needs to remember the path.
Everything will burn, then how
Když
will
tam
she
všecko
find the way
zhoří.
back?
She won't. She
Tady o
won't be
trůn
able
byla
to.
pěkná hesla. To zhoří, nezhnije. Ne? tě to baví, tady ty sloupky.
The Northmen say that the defender of Muspel is called Surt, the foremost of the fire giants. His name means the Black One, because he is like something burnt. The Northmen believe that he sits at the border of Muspel with his flaming sword, and at the end of the world he will leave his post. He will travel to Asgard and Midgard, waging war against all the gods. He will be victorious, and then burn the whole world with fire.
Až nadejde Ragnarok. Takže co jsem říkal, Kratos tam bude. No, Ragnarok je konec světa. To vím, to je tak se jmenuje ten seriál na Netflixu. Ragnarok. Konec světa. To je právě super. Jak je vysvětlené, jak se zrodil ten had. Že to bylo vlastně dítě Lukyho.
The Northmen made fire sacrifices, burning slaves like me to reveal the path to Surt. I searched for meaning in their suffering, in their eyes, but they just screamed like helpless pigs.
Tenhle překlad byl drsný. To radši ani nebudu komentovat. Ani ho radši nebudu číst příště. Budeme, no. Mají tady trošku nahlínu. Normálně, trošku. Ještě kousek holka a možná to zvládneme.
Answer your prayers, Senua. I asked the gods for mercy, all of them, even theirs. None answered. In the end, I set myself free. Defy the gods, Senua! Find your own path, like I find mine!
My gods abandoned me! I am alone.
Že on ji vlastně naváděl k tomu, aby se zprostila Bohu a ona sama poznala, že už je na to sama. Že se na ní bohové normálně vykašlali. Tady někdo jel na nějakém tom, asi ohnivém kočáru.
The Northmen believe that the world will be destroyed someday. They call it Ragnarok, the destiny of the gods. Asgard will be attacked by Surt and the fire giants. A monstrous wolf will swallow the sun, and the gods will fight in vain against their enemies. There is nothing they can do to prevent it, but Odin ever seeks knowledge and magic, hoping to find a way to postpone that dark day.
Leda, že by Odin zařídil, aby ta Andromeda, s kterou se máme potkat, za 200 000 let jsme se s ní nepotkali. A když tohle pro tuhle planetu dopadne dobře, že se sice srazíme, ale přežijeme, tak nám stejně zanikne slunko. A když nám nezanikne slunko, tak na nás spadne nějaký kamínek z vesmíru, ten by mohl sice zachytit. No a když to, tak slunko se změní první na velké, pak z něho bude bílý trpaslík a z bílého trpaslíka bude vychladlý černý trpaslík. Toto nevím teda Odin, jak by zařídil. Leda, že by nám sem dal novou hvězdu. Že by to prostě vyměnil. Taky když máte zkažené jabko v košíku, prostě jedno výjmete a dáte tam nové. To by sice šlo zařídit, ale nevím, jestli má Odin takovou moc.
The Northmen of Hell worship the Devourers, insatiable gods of darkness. I come from Erin, Senua, where I once followed my own gods, the Tuatha De Danann.
Why did you abandon your gods?
Senua, I was a man of knowledge, not a warrior. To survive, I did things. Bad things.
Like you, Senua. The man I once was has died. And when that happens, even gods you worship can die with you.
Ale mám pocit, že tady to, co říkal o tom, že vlastně když umře, že s ním umřou i ty bohové. Něco podobného bylo i v té kreslené pohádce Koko. Jak umře, až není nikdo, kdo by na něho nevzpomínal. Au. Já jsem to... Já jsem se teď zamyslel vůl. To jsem si říkal. Hergot, jsem dlouho neumřel. Já jsem teď přemýšlel, jak dlouho můžu hrát ještě, než půjdu do práce. Tohle dělejte. To je špatný. Auto nějak mě mozek furt nedává smysl, že je neděle. To bude pondělí, Hergot, já už nevím. Teď už budu myslet nad hlavou. Dobrý, ne? To je dobrý. To se mi líbilo. To bylo dobré. Mně se líbí tady ty zvuky v té hře hlavně. To je ten východ. Jsem zabloudil. Nevím.
You say your world has collapsed. Good. Let it collapse, and have the courage to shed your tears. Raise your world to the prime!
My world is dead.
Only then, as with a newborn, will you see the world anew.
No, I see nothing now.
Že první musí umřít, aby se znovu zrodila. To dává smysl.
Tell me truth. How did you escape your darkness?
Senua, once I found my purpose, I was no longer enslaved to the suffering I had to endure to reach it. Unclouded by fear, I could see it clearly in others. Even my captors feared the fire of Surt. And so, during one raid, I took my chance and ran, knowing that they would not follow. The fool ran into the fire. They left me for dead. Maybe they were right to. But here I am. Free.
I'm glad I found you in the wilds. I wouldn't have made it without you.
Tím nám jakoby pomáhá, no uvidíme. Já totiž až teď teprve spoustu věcí chápu. Jsem strašně zvědavý na ten druhý díl. Já mám obavy z toho, že mi to zklame. Já jsem strašný pesimista. V tomhletom.
The Northmen say that at Ragnarok, the sons of Muspel will travel to battle in the ship called Naglfar, the corpse ship. And when the sons of Muspel leave the ship and ride to battle, it will be as though the sky had split open, and Surt will lead them. Wherever he goes, flame will erupt before him, and fires will burn behind him.
To by byl nebezpečný bůh. Kdyby stačilo 2 kroky a všecko zhoří. Wow. Nevím, jestli by se mi takový bůh líbil. No, pěkný domeček, jako kdyby tam nebyly ty mrtvoly. Toto by bylo pěkně na čumníka. Tady rovnou zabíjačku, kotlík máme. Co? Tak by se dalo bydlet. Prach lítá nahoru, tak je to dobré. Hlavně se tady nemusí topit. Takže bychom nemuseli mít 2-3 svetry v zimě.
Senua, if I can survive the fire of Surt and escape my darkness, then so can you.
Budu ti věřit, že se dá uniknout pekelnému plamenu.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This darkness takes everything. Everyone.
Senua, are you sure you want to do this? We can fight this together, side by side. We always do.
This is my battle. I have to face it alone, away from you.
Where will you go?
I don't know.
For how long?
I don't know.
I believe in you. You know that. Just promise me that you will come back to me. I want you to say it. I want you to say it.
I will come back to you. I promise.
Come on.
Spill the blood of Surt and take his mark, and I will chase you from there and forever be dead.
You destroyed everything, everyone, but not me. Fight now!
Pepka. Jo. Já jsem to tak nějak cítil, že tam zakalím. On mě opalil. A finále. Obyčejný. Něco říká depilace. Se rozpaluje. No, to by vlastně nemůžu dosáhnout. To se nemusí holit už minimálně 100 let. tu 100% depilaci.
You can do this. Focus. Stop them.
For every battle won, a greater battle takes its place. And so it goes. Until we fall. And in the end, we all fall. Even the gods have their time. Yet we still go on. Why?
I made a promise, and I will go to hell to keep
I
it.
die free, knowing you will carry my stories with you. I have fulfilled my quest.
Yes, you have.
When the darkness comes, I vow to guide you in this life and the next to fulfill yours.
Then I will see you in hell.
Be ready to face horror in the eye, as I have, to find your answers. Your quest. The truth.
Druth was a troubled man, a scholar turned slave. They tortured him, took him with them on their raids, drove him to madness, spreading this new form of darkness to new worlds, to my world.
To musím přiklimovat.
Senua saw a deep connection form between the Northmen and the darkness. If his tales of hell were true, then that was the source of it. She learned everything she could from him, until she too could see what he saw.
Zajímavý dar, vidět to, co viděl on. Chci mu zpívat písničku. Hledej, hledej, hledej mě mezi kousky popela. Plameny se mají, když si s náma hrají, pak zavládne klid a my zas můžeme jít každý do své díry, bez boha víry.
It's a serious question. When the illusion of self is shattered, you simply cease to be. Though it may not seem that way to others, you know when it is true. You can feel it. A stranger in your own body. An imposter. And nothing is the same ever again. Senua has died. And she will do so again. You can be sure of that.
Senua, we each walk these lands gazing towards different horizons, some of us further than others. Your father cannot see what you see, but there is nothing wrong with seeing the world the way you do.
Dobrá, jenom jsem si chtěl ověřit, jestli náhodou to každý neřekne něco jiného, ne? No, teďka doběhneme k brance, branka se otevře a 2:10.
With the mark of Valravan and the mark of Surt, you may cross the bridge over the River of Knives to Helheim.
Můžeš, ale taky nemusíš.
Why is she waiting? Open the gate.
Open the gate. No, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Don't open the gate. Don't.
She's done it.
It's so dark. It's dark. The darkness.
Only the dead may cross.
Only the dead may cross
Only
into
the
hell.
dead may cross.
Truth? Anyone?
There is no one here but me.
Not you.
Did you think that I would let you go? That you lost me back in the wilds? I will never let you go. You can't get rid of me. I am your shadow. And I will be watching when you draw your last dying gasp.
I'm not ready to die.
You will be when you see what they did to your dear beloved.
Damien!
In this waking nightmare, where all dreams come true, you searched for control, a way to pull through. When you were in love, you left him in tears, to smother your furies and banish your fears. But in darkness they came. Through stormy black seas they raided these shores. Do you still hear his screams? And now that you're home, He's so far away. They've taken his soul. To these gods you cannot pray. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through his darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. You fought for love unspoilt by your darkness within. You fought for your dreams. Now there's no way to win. In the head of his corpse lies the seat of his soul. So you must carry his vessel to bring him back home. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through this darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart.
Jo, ten Dilion na to jsem tak nějak nezachytil v té angličtině.
The darkness touched you. Everyone could see it in the hollows of your eyes. A gaze averted from life. You ran from it but brought it nearer. Led it to him. An endless suffering, worse than death. And you wanted to surrender, abandoning to find peace with the gods. No. The darkness won't allow it. So you will walk into the lair of the beast. Look it in the eye, and you will go to war. This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left. The gods made you a warrior for a reason. It's your calling.
Tak když se člověk plufne o pár metrů. When there is a new road ahead, the only one that makes any sense. Jiná cesta, která dává smysl jako smrt.
Every gate you open into darkness brings another challenge.
Get up, quick! She's hurt. She won't make it. Surprise him! Finish this!
Finish, jasný, jo, vy jste hlas úplně nezaplacený.
Defend yourself! Stop them! Watch out! Fight! Watch out! He's stronger than you. He's too fast. He won. He's defeated. Finish this. Finish this. You won it.
Čteníčko.
However you come to the gold-covered bridge that leads to hell, you may find it guarded by a giantess. She will ask your name. She will ask your lineage. She will ask your business. The Northmen tell of the warrior woman Brynhild, who leapt into fire and rode to hell to join her slain love Sigurd, and is challenged by the giantess.
Hm?
The journey to Helheim is never a straight one. Each must find their own path. Align yourself to its secrets, and you will find yours.
Ten most, já ho musím spravit. Auto bude dneska raní, už se těším. Vždycky ty první raní, když nemůžu spát, tak to stojí za. Každý druhý by ještě spí. Co každý druhý? Každý první by teďka ještě spínkal.
Hela possesses large dwelling places in Helheim. Tall are her walls, high are her gates. The name of her dish is hunger. Her knife is famine. On her threshold all will stumble. Her bed is called sick bed, and her bed hangings are called flames of a funeral pyre. They say she is easy to recognize, half black and half the color of flesh, and her face menacing and grim.
Že se tam krmí hladem. To napřed. Tím pádem můžu jíst pořád stále. Byly rybičky.
Song again.
Is it?
Yes. the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is your moment.
I'm sorry. I can't watch this.
What are you doing? You're showing weakness. You're not a warrior. You're a disgrace. The gods will punish you for this. Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it. Get up. Get up. Get up and fight.
Get up. Si měl zapamatovat. To se mi líbí to slovo. Get up.
Stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow hates.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there is no one left to do that for you.
Everywhere. You failed. What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken and lost. Just like your sword.
Come on. Dare.
Why go on when you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined? Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
It's not real. It's a trick. It's not real. It's real. Listen to it.
Don't give up.
Did it? It's
Not like this.
It's not real. It is real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Maybe you're already dead.
Who are you?
Do you still believe in me, Senua?
No, it's not. It's a trick. She knows it's him. It's a trick. He's already dead. You know he's here. He can't be here. It's impossible.
Come to me. Please.
The light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is. It can't be him. It's just a trick. It's in your mind. No, he's here. It's in your mind. It's real. It's happening.
Ti projdeme tady ten kousek a já to no.
There it is. You're imagining things. It's Dylan. He's gone. He's gone. Slow. How could you? Keep going. How could you? Keep going. Ignore the pain. I told you it was to trick you. Wait. Where are you going? See, there's nothing to follow. Come on.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father Zinbao made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
He's going to appear again as a sign. Where's he gone? He's got something to tell Bears. Because you're here. Come on. Go up the steps. Come on. Get things dry. You'll get things dry. It's already disappeared. Nothing lives here, not even you. It's in your mind.
Kde ani živáč?
You think you can see it, but it's in your mind. Where's the tree?
There he was,
Where is it?
the lone figure of a boy.
He's there, under the tree.
Soul play under the shade of a tree.
See him? Come on, you have to.
She remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing, and the world danced with him. The gloom lifted. For the first time in years, she felt a ray of hope.
He's there. He's there, under the tree. You can see him. Come on, you have to keep. Dillian goes waiting. You keep going.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out in Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
Meči. Kvůli meči ho zabil. Bratr zabil svého bratra kvůli meči. To je hnus velebnosti. Hellblade. Jo, ta doba musela být zlá kdysi. Líbila se mu tvá žena, ťuk, bůh, usekal hlavu a hotovo.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees, Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
Ta cukrovka. Vlčice dostala cukrovka, co slyšet dál? Úžasné příběhy. Jakože úžasné, jakože příběh, který kračovat. Děsivý a tajemný a dechberoucí, to je to slovo, co jsem chtěl říct. Co vidíte, si mi pomohla, nebo ne?
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him,
Perfecting her own secret dance. Wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund. So his sister hatches a new plan, one that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
Já chci znát konec. Jasně.
It's a trick. It's an illusion. It's not real.
Jo, radši budu věřit iluzi. Šťastný, jak. Znát pravdu, být nešťastný.
Where is she going? What is she following? You can't even.
Tady bych zůstal.
It's just deception.
Není elektrika, že?
how does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss?
If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew and dance with it, just like he does.
To je nějaká rajská zahrada, protože všechno přestalo bolet. Už nic nebolí.
What's your name?
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one?
Well, I watched you, and...
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
Me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who's supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are.
You killed him.
But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy
They
you.
won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here!
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone!
You will die here.
No!
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Shut up! Dillian? Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
That tree. Can you see him? You want to believe it. Is he not real? Is he not? You're alone in these mountains. Is that Dillian? Nothing lives here. You won't survive. You met him by the tree. She met him by the tree. Maybe it's a sign, the tree. What's he trying to tell you?
He's waiting for you by the tree.
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with the sorcerers, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Senua. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless, and so they go to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. But luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
Začínám se v tom příběhu ztrácet.
As Sigmund and Senua are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hall. The king burns to death. Sigmund calls to his sister to come out so that she may live and be honored. She does come out, but only to tell him the truth. That she had slept with him, her brother, to beget a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire. Strike vengeance from your heart, Senua, as there is always a heavy price to pay.
Nerad to opakuji, ale bylo v tom dost pravdy. Že když člověk udělá velkou pomstu, vždycky něco za to je.
Imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the tree of death will take you to new lands where you will face the trials.
Go to the shards. Go to the shard.
Go to the shards.
What's the shard? Find it.
It's the metal runestones.
Že každý úkol mi dal kousek meče.